There we go. Okay, that's weird. I guess you can't, So have I lost every attempt with Lazarus? No, I beat... I guess I'd already beaten Mom's Heart. Huh. Let's just go ahead and do a Lilith. Lilith without a Cambion Conception is kind of like slightly crippled Lilith, but she's still got like one of the best starting setups of any of the characters, in my opinion. I don't think everybody agrees with that. Like, it sucks that she can't shoot directly, but she essentially has double vision for every boss if you just use her item well. I do get why, like, especially people who played this game a ton before she was introduced hate her, because, you know, aiming behind yourself, it's like the Isaac's Heart thing. Like, the reason Isaac's Heart sucks is not because it's inherently bad, it's because you're just not used to fuck. These first floor items have been trash. Like, real bad trash recently. That Lazarus run I just did, which I guess was unnecessary. Oh my god. Yeah, that was first couple floors. Like, I think I got an XL floor to start, and I think I got a deal with the double, but it was like, you know, Ghost Baby and something else, and the shovel, the reusable room skip or floor skip. Which is fine, but it wouldn't have helped me improve in any way. I've already done greed mode for Lilith, and I will probably farm greed mode with Lilith at some point if I need to. But I'm not gonna record the greed mode runs. I don't think. I think greed mode is such a, like, especially regular greed mode is such a just, you're just sitting around waiting for it to turn into something. Dude, we need a bomb. Yeah, also, first floor consumable drops have been trash-sheen. My sleep schedule's still been super crappy. Like, gross, dookie levels of crappy. Ooh, come on, come back over here. Come back this way. There we go. I've been sleeping like in 2 or 3 hour spurts, and then just like, all right, I guess I'm now awake for good, or for 5 or 6 hours. I had today off, which is good, but my weekend was split, which is always weird for me. Like, having one day off, one day back to work. I know I don't have it as bad as a lot of people who usually have the 2 days off, and they could have one of those kind of removed from them. So I try not to... Jesus Christ, why do I keep exploring new rooms? Hey, that's fine. Yeah, like if I worked a 5-day work week and someone asked me to work to come in on my Saturday, I'd be like, dude, you know how much that sucks to have one day off and to feel pressured to give up that one day off. I usually work 5 shifts in 4 days, so it's not as difficult to give up a single day, but I'd still rather have the 2 consecutive ones off. There's an article going around like on R Science on Reddit about how a 4-day work week would leave people happier and healthier and more productive at their job. And like, it seems like everyone's response is just like, Well, no shit. Like, of course it would. Do you know how, like, coming into work, working 4 days for me is ideal. What I would love to do is work 40 consecutive hours without sleep and without break, and then have, you know, the rest of the week off. Work 2.5 days, or whatever the number is, and then just have the rest of the week off. No, it wouldn't be 2 full days, would it? Yeah, like, almost 2 full days, and then just have the remainder of the week off. If I could get the 40 hours and it still work for everyone, I would just power through the sleeplessness. Like, I don't even, you know, I don't actually, most of the time, I'm working about 35 hours, because, ooh, shit, man. We're gonna go with Rotten Baby, because we're playing, you know, Queen Familiar here. We got damage, luck, shot speed. We are losing some movement speed. We're like pretty significantly losing movement speed. Significant at this point. And rate of fire is down. Rate of fire one kind of sucks. Kind of sucks the most. They all kind of suck, but... I mean, all the negatives suck the most. All right, wooden cross. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that room like as our final room. So now it's time to start looking for hive mind. If this goes down, yeah, okay. How do we do this one? There we go. Then the secret room is probably on this right wall. Nope. No idea then. Super secret room right here? That seems pretty likely. But tit taint. Alright, let's go check that room. We're gonna lose 1 spirit heart, but... oh, it's probably right here, actually. We're kind of at a good point to lose 1.5 spirit heart. Not that this was worth a shit. Let's see what's in the shop. I'll buy a spirit heart if need be. Are you required to get an HP up when you use experimental treatment with 0 red hearts? Does the game like force that into being? If so, that's very cool. If not, I'm lucky to have gotten it. Oh, my laggy legs. But yeah, a 4-day work week is, I don't know, it's one of those things. So it seems like the argument for the increases in technology and everything is like, hey, let's increase technology so that we have to work less hard. And that's true, it's definitely happened. But with every increase in technology, it like the workload for people has stayed the same. You're still expected to work 40 hours and you're still expected to be doing something actively that entire time. Not everybody, but the average person. Like, it hasn't made it so that automation like decreases the amount of time or hard work you have to put in, because it's a capitalist system.
Tears down.
Back to 10. Anybody that doesn't work at the maximum level for the maximum amount of time they can is seen as like doing less and therefore not as valuable. It's not about, it ends up not being about like utilizing technology to make things easier on the staff. Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, I don't have to like, oh god, I don't have to enter all my orders in by hand at work, which, I mean, you know, people in factories are using assembly lines and stuff to make stuff. It has decreased their workload in that regard, but it hasn't decreased like the amount of time they're expected to be there. Amazon has been getting shit about its workers' conditions for a long time, rightfully so. I'm not supporting Amazon on this one. So what they did is they increased, oh my god, my movement speed is so slow. They increased minimum wage for their employees, and everyone was very happy about that. It's pretty great. Until today, it came out that the increase in minimum wage means a decrease in like bonuses and some other stuff. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna get these two. So let's get away from the door before we accidentally fuck that up. This. And now we have to go to we gotta do everything we can to get another red heart. Or, to get more red chests. And people seem to think that this is Amazon being greedy. Jeff Bezos is worth like, you know, $180 billion or something like that. He's the richest man in the world by far. And people are like, hey, Bezos, give some of that money to your employees. And he's like, sure, okay, I'll do that. And then he's like, but that means we're going to take some other benefits away from him. And everyone seems to think that this is Amazon in particular being vindictive because of how successful they are. But that's every company. That's every job in the world. It is not kind of like the way it... Okay, that's good. That's great. The way it works is you don't just give anybody anything. You just don't. I don't really need to do this, especially since it's my last bomb. Definitely should not have done that with my last bomb, because I guess those rocks with bombs in them don't build bridges. But you know, this is why everyone was fighting the communists in, you know, the 60s and 70s. There's this thought that capitalism is this purely beneficial thing, that like the good that's come of it is worth the exploitation that has also come of it. Dude, should I try? I don't need that key that badly. It is exploitative. You're gonna get the most you can out of your workers, and then you're going to get rid of them. You're going to throw their lifeless husks away, because it's like, why wouldn't you? They're not making you any money. Like, this is what capitalism does, is it trades people for profit. And that's like the fundamental nature of it. You can't have pure capitalism without, you know, burning through some bodies. Like, and super capitalism, which has always been the goal. I mean, like, every few decades there's, oh, fuck. There's a brief rebellion against it. Okay. Still haven't been hit. Oh my god. There's a brief rebellion against it where they'll get rid of, like, you know, the labor unions will work their asses off and finally get like a 5-day work week instead of 7-day work week. And you know, at first it was, they took it down to a 6-day work week because so people could go to church, because it was considered like inhumane to keep people from their God time or whatever. I think that was the first argument. And then it's like, hey, let's give us a day where we're not required to be in church all day, and we don't have to be at work. So that's why you got Saturday, the one day that's like kind of like, all right, I guess we'll let you we'll let you relax. 4-day work week would then give us like a legitimate weekend if we're still using the church model, and followed by a church day. But as soon as you get onto a 4-day weekend, like, you're gonna start seeing companies being like, all right, who's willing, or a 3-day weekend, you're gonna be like, who's willing to give up one of those weekends? Like, you gotta do it, you gotta be part of the team, you gotta give that up for the greater good of all of us. And, you know, management are gonna be like, no, we worked, we earned this 4-day weekend. Owners are gonna still just pop in when they feel like it, pop out as soon as they feel like it. I don't think owners are layabouts. I think that they don't understand how good they have it a lot of the time, though. Everywhere I've worked, owners will pop in and be like, hey, how's everything going? Let's do a quick rundown. Why are these numbers off? And I'm gone for 2 weeks. Like, and that's fine. Like, it's not fine, but it's how it's gonna be. So I don't think there's anything else you can do with it, unless it's like owner operated, where the owner is like the #1 employee. It's not very likely, oh lord, that you're going to see a change to that. You're not gonna get to the point where the owners are gonna start coming in and you know, lifting boxes or serving drinks 4 or 5 days a week, unless it's a mom and pop kind of situation. And I really don't think that's ever going to change. I don't think like, people don't open businesses so they can work as hard as the people they're paying. They open businesses so they can pay people to make them money. And like, I love my job, but I know that this is what's going on. I know fully well that I'm like duped into believing that this is the ideal situation of you know, of us, the workers, being there 100% of the time, and the boss coming in every once in a while to answer emails while sitting in the restaurant and critiquing the staff. Like, that's the way it works. Like, could be better. I mean, it's not gonna be, but it could be. And yeah, that's just the expectation that you have to have. That in this situation, you know, being a team member means everybody getting together to work their asses off so that the boss can make money off of this like crazy rush. It's something that, like, so whenever we have an extremely busy day at my job, all of the management team gets really like amped about our sales. Like those were second best in company history. That was our best, you know, Thursday night since the store opened. And I get it, they get bonuses. Like, sales directly translate into more money for them. So I understand it, but like every time they try to get me on board, Like, yeah, god damn it, I'm too slow. Every time they try to get me on board, I'm just like, dude, like, don't try to pretend that this is like my exhaustion is something I should be proud of. Like, I made more money on tips, but like, that's not you guys paying me more for the increased output I gave. Like, that's me busting my ass to make record money for the company. And, you know, I know that. Don't try to make it like, as a team we got through this, and as a team we're all going to succeed because of it. That's a sham. Like, that's a smokescreen to encourage us to continue working that hard, and everyone should know that. It doesn't mean that it's, I don't know. It's like, damn it, I want regular options. One more bomb, and that's it. One more bomb. Just give me a spirit heart and I'll call it. Okay. Call it even about a spirit heart. Hey, candy options. Candy apples, not candy options. How are you doing? Yeah, I want there's options, not more options. I want the one that I get more benefit from bosses because, well, I guess I'll only have one more instance of it mattering either way, but it's alright. We need one more item before we get La Goop. The gross and guppy. That sucks. You should get rid of it. I had this house growing up that was like a haven for insects, and well, we didn't buy it. My mom actually signed off on it while my sister and I were away, like spending the summer with our dad. And then we came and visited, and it was just like, or we came back home, and it was overrun with insects. There were wasp nests everywhere. There were, you know, spider webs all over upstairs. There were ants just covering the place up. Yipes. And we were like, hey, we don't think we should live here because, you know, eventually she got a guy to come out to see what it would take to kill all of the bugs, and it was like, this is going to be like a 4-month-long project, and we're not even sure if we'll get rid of it by then. You know what? We will get stores energy. Battery. You gotta wear like layers and like a mask and a bunch of like gardening gloves and stuff. Right? And yeah, like I remember like that place was so, it was so seriously not going to work that my sister and I got home and saw it, and my mom was very excited because the house itself was all right, and it was within her budget and everything, and my mom was so excited. You know what? Let's just get rid of this guy. And we just like burst into tears when we saw it. Like, we were not having it. And she was really disappointed, but then it you know, she talked to the pest control guys, and they're like, yeah, we don't think you'll be able to live in this house for quite a while, and when you do, there's absolutely nothing we can do that can stop these insects from coming back. there were apparently under the house, or under the like grass, there were hives of ants, like just going all around the house. I think the place I currently live at has that going on, but we've got a really, really like aggressive pest control system going on. There's like stakes all around it, but they were saying like it was so bad that they couldn't guarantee ever getting rid of the ants, which pretty intense. There's not a lot to worry about on this run anymore, especially since we can't go all the way since it's early on the save file. That'll do. We just need like to buy like a herd of anteaters. Why haven't like they just like, I guess anteaters only eat until they're full. They don't just keep eating. But they should really domesticate anteaters so that you can just purchase them. And dude, you know what would be really cool for this run is like movement speed. That'd be really, really neat. Alright, let's go in here and then we'll just keep moving. Just one piece of guppy. No, not spiders all over the place. One piece of guppy. There we go. It's gonna kill us. Well, if it's gonna kill us, we should do this first. Then do this. Then who knows if we'll ever get back. But we have flight now. Yikes. And we have guppy. Nice, that's cool. I like that idea. Turning the bugs against themselves. Or against one another, I guess. Damn it. Both of these suck. Like, I actually just wanted a spirit heart. We don't need... Yeah, we don't need wings. That doesn't give us a speed increase. If it gave us a speed increase, well, maybe it does. Well, whatever. It's in the past, though. But Guppy with 9 lives is pretty much, we're pretty much set, especially with like Brimstone as well. Why do these refuse to just give me spirit hearts? I can't find a reason I should stay. Seriously, like, just have a spirit heart. I guess I did get Guppy's tail. You can. It doesn't really kill the ants. It just bothers them a little bit. If that was the case, I would just have to wait for it to rain. And then the ants would be gone. But that's not the case. It's alright. The ants are manageable here. Or they've been managed. When we first moved in, we'd wake up and there's just like an infestation like in our bedroom upstairs beside the bed. The first night we spent here, we woke up, saw that, and had to go like, we still had access to our old apartment. We just had to like go spend the night there at our old apartment on a blow-up mattress. Which was, it was lucky that we had access to that, you know? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Did the ants? I mean, they probably bit the shit out of me and my wife. I don't really mind it. Like, I guess I do mind it, but I didn't really notice it at all. God damn it. Every time I want to use the sun card in the first room is then a no enemy room. But they never, like, they didn't do serious damage, we just woke up with little bites on us. Is this recording? This is not recording. It says it is. It says start recording. Yeah, okay. So this isn't recording. We're gonna have to make a highlight of this and pull it from Twitch. So I might as well get this going. I didn't realize that Power Director would screw the whole thing up. Shit, I thought this was the one I'd already been through. That was on the last one. Yeah, oh, I definitely know that. Like, I mean, I've had some bad bites from ants. Especially, like, around here there are these ants called carpenter ants that are gigantic. I grew up in the south where the main one you had to worry about was fire ants. And they suck, but it's mostly just like they kind of itch pretty badly. Carpenter ants apparently just latch on and rip the shit out of your skin. They don't let go. They're not very forgiving. I've never had to deal with those. We fortunately do not have. Those weren't the ants that were infesting our current place. Damn it. One by one, they all just fade away. I don't think that's actually going to change anything on this floor. So we did end up getting Goat Head, which we've gotten a lot on this save file, and that'll give us access to Shoal. So I think with balls of steel. Yeah, I think with this run we're gonna go to Shoal. It'd be really, really stupid for us not to. On any run where we had 9 lives, even if it just meant dying 9 times. But when you get Guppy and Brimstone and 9 lives, you pretty much have to. None of those look tinted. So let's keep moving. Balls of Steel is good to pick up too. Come on. Yeah. That's good. I'm gonna save I'm Drowsy for the Satan fight. We can handle Mom's Heart. Especially with the battery. It's gonna be real nice once we get the Polaroid. Or the negative. Which we should be unlocking pretty soon. Goat Head Baby. Feed us in a jar. I don't know how many wins this is. Yo. Oh man, I already lost my wooden cross protection. We'll keep opening these till I'm out of coins. Yeah, these flies are the shit. No thanks, Luck Down. Range up, not really useful. What's that? Oops. This one? I can kind of see it. Alright. Yeah, Guppy is like ridiculous. This is actually like a lot of the times when I get Guppy, I've gotten Hive Mind. I don't pass up on Hive Mind. Hive Mind and Fishtail are two things that are a lot of the times not useful at all when they show up, but I'm not gonna pass them up. I know how valuable they are. But getting, you know, eventually getting Guppy, or even getting like just the Mulligan or something like that, makes either of those so valuable. How are we still finding new pills? God, flies. Why is my wife listening to the Beastie Boys out in the living room? Nothing wrong with the Beastie Boys, she's just... I've never heard her listen to them. Yeah, I guess we can get all the answers. Hey Kyle, how you doing? Night Candy Apples. Thanks for hanging out, as they say. The cool kids say. They're always like, we're hanging out. I hear him say it. What are you up to today, Kyle? Working on the fray? Do I have Curse of the Maze? Yes, I do. Working on Dufresne. I want to try to find a second secret room. I believe that would be pretty cool. Ooh, very close. Could be here. Could be here. Could be here. But it's not. Yeah, there it is. There's the McCain. The main McCain. Holyfield. You know what would have been cooler than all these hills and shit? Just like a portal to the next floor. Dude, that's what I did today too. I slept at every opportunity. I got up, had sushi, and then I slept. And I'm still tired. I only slept for like 3 hours, but still. And I only slept for 3 hours before sushi. Still, actually getting some sleep, because I never do otherwise. God, I just want the freaking negative. I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this floor. Give me access to the dark room. So it can't be here. Oh, nice. How's that coming along? It sounds good. Sounds promising. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really owe it to anybody besides himself or whatever to do anything else on that mod. It's awesome that he's doing it. I mean, you too with the Ammonomicon, but it's, you know, slightly thankless on both of you. Or you get thanks, but it doesn't really. Yeah. I would love it too. But I mean, I'm basically trying to say that I really respect modders for being willing to do this shit without any other incentive than their own desire to do it. Serpent's Kiss. The negative, there we go. Alright, and then we get the Polaroid from 10 freaking things. We're not going to see the negative picture form itself or anything, or the Polaroid, because we did that one skip. I'm going to stop the stream for 1 second, Kyle, because I need to highlight that run, because I can't save for some reason. But I'll be right back, okay?